on, guys? It's Thomas from Sports Card Show, and today I'm talking about my NFL Week 2 Sports Card Recap. This series is kind of, I feel like, morphing into a little bit of an NFL recap with a little bit of an emphasis on the sports card market. But let's just go straight into it. I have three big stories, and let's just jump right into it. So the first one is the Cincinnati Bengals played against a crippled, I want to say, no Dak Prescott, Cowboys team. They had Cooper Rush as their quarterback, somebody that I've never heard of before. Yet somehow this man decided to clutch up and win the game. Made the Bengals 0-2, and pretty rough game for the Bengals. Uh, Definitely not looking good for Joe Burrow prices. This is where you could get a little worried. I mean, obviously, still 2 weeks in the season. There's a lot of room for things to change. However, this is looking kind of concerning that the Bengals were struggling against a very weak, in my opinion, Dallas team because they were already missing Michael Gallup. I believe I actually didn't get to watch this game, but I think they don't have Michael Gallup, who's their receiver one, and then obviously with no Dak Prescott, that's pretty tough. Zeke's looking pretty solid, but that's just come on, Bengals. Like, you made the Super Bowl last year. Like, where so anyway, looking bad for Joe Burrow. Honestly, I would, if you believe that he's gonna bounce back, buy some Burrow cards right now. Definitely gonna be taking a nice big dip. I did say that there was gonna be a bounce back this week. I don't know if this game is quite as bad as the first week, but it is still definitely not gonna help his prices, and I expect the prices to continue to slide down. So it's kind of like I would look at the rest of the season or the rest of their games. So let's see. Look up Bengals schedule. So they play the Jets next, so that could be a good game. They're probably gonna beat the Jets. Dolphins looking solid, so that's gonna be a tough game. So honestly, it's not looking great for the Bengals. So I would honestly stay away from Joe Burrow cards if I were you. Next big story is Tua. I actually watched half of this game and then got on an airplane to fly back from Los Angeles. But I went in thinking that just riding Tua off. I think he had about 130 yards, 2 interceptions, and they were down by 4 touchdowns at half. Yet somehow they came back. This man's threw for almost 500 yards and 6 TDs. Not really good for me. Obviously, I invested a lot of money in Jalen Hurts, and it was pretty much between Tua and Jalen Hurts who I was going to put money into. So every time Tua does well, kind of regret it a little bit. So not really liking this one, but I guess good for Tua. Hopefully Hurts can have a really good game tomorrow. It's a little bit concerning they're playing the Vikings. That's pretty much the only thing that'd be left out of this video. Don't know what's going to happen there. I have, funny enough, I have AJ Brown, Justin Jefferson, and Jalen Hurts all on my fantasy team, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. No, it's kind of stupid, but really hope that Hurts does well. At least puts up a very competitive fight. If they lose, has a good single performance. Because that was the same thing with Lamar Jackson. The Ravens lost to the Dolphins. However, Lamar's cards are still going up because he had a really good game. Personally, the rest of the team just couldn't pull it together. So that is something to look into. So Dolphins cards, Tua cards are up, and so are Lamar cards. And this was probably the biggest story. Trey Lance broke his ankle and is out for the rest of the season. This is earth-shattering. Uh, this is really rough because obviously I really like Jimmy Garoppolo. I've been a Patriots fan for a long time, despite having this. But I've been a Patriots fan for a long time. So when we drafted Jimmy Garoppolo, I thought he looked really good. I thought he'd be a really great guy to learn from Tom Brady and fill in that next quarterback position for the Patriots. And he's kind of not really found a good solid spot for himself. But I think that Jimmy Garoppolo definitely, after a very nice one today, showed that he can be the number one quarterback for the 49ers. It's very unfortunate about Trey Lance, but this just shows how volatile the sports card market could be. His card's probably going to absolutely plummet. I think I already saw people selling for his cards for like half to a quarter of what comps were. Um, so really, really unfortunate. Yeah, that's unfortunate. You hate to see it. Excuse me. I really wish he could have not gotten injured, but it's just the way the market is, and it's a bit unfortunate. As far as other information goes, I don't think there's anything other earth-shattering today. We can just go run the NFL games real quick. Probably gonna lose you guys. If you're still watching, thank you. So yeah, 49ers came back, beat the Seahawks. That was nice. Rams barely snuck it by the Falcons. Um, Broncos beat the Texans. Not really anything crazy here. The Cardinals Raiders game was pretty crazy. I don't know if you guys watched the end of that. I think it was picked a fumble up and ran it back for a touchdown on defense. So that was pretty big. Obviously, we're talking about Bengals Cowboys. Watch Packers Bears. Bears first quarter, at least first I don't know, first drive looked really solid. Then pretty much just struggled the rest of the game, which is really unfortunate. Obviously, talked about Dolphins Ravens, crazy comeback. Buccaneers beat Saints, but it was honestly kind of close. Brady did not do very well in my opinion. I don't think he even had 150 yards passing. Patriots beat the Steelers. That's pretty solid. Steelers looking like a really good team. Um, let's see. Hold up. Who did they have as their QB? That's the real question. Yeah, Trubisky. So I actually pulled a Can You Pick a card. Sorry, I just kind of blanked out there. I need to sell, but yes. So this was a pretty interesting game. Um, Interesting to see the Patriots win. Um, Lions beat the Commanders. Close game though. Definitely speaks to the strength of the Lions this year though. Um, pretty solid team. Yeah, and otherwise we already pretty much covered everything. So pretty interesting week. I'm really unfortunate about Trey Lance. I guess good for Tua, good for Lamar Jackson. Two guys I do like, so good for them. And obviously Joe Burrow is struggling, which I hate to see because I really like Joe Burrow. I think he's a great guy. I was really high on him last year, and it's just really unfortunate to see how this is playing out. Hopefully they can have a nice bounce back game, but the rest of their season, or the next few weeks, is not looking too good for them. So this might be a very rough season for the Bengals. I would literally not be surprised if they end up being like 1-5 off the bat. That would be really bad. That would absolutely just destroy Burrow's card prices. But yeah, bring it back to the level of when he tore his ACL, unfortunately. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna try to wrap this up here. Just probably gonna make an update video, maybe depending on how the Eagles play tomorrow. It's Monday night game, so I'll have access to that because usually I don't actually get access to the Eagles games, which is really unfortunate. But be able to watch the game tomorrow. I'll tell you guys how it is. Do a recap. Pretty interesting week this week. Definitely some interesting news coming here, and we'll definitely have to see how this shapes. The field's looking pretty fair. I don't think there's any team that sticks out to me as a big team. Oh, obviously. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Sorry. The Chargers almost beat the Chiefs. I think that really speaks to the level of how good Justin Herbert is. Um, really close game, decided by 3 points. Is what it is. I was rooting for them, but you know, pretty interesting game though. So yeah, thank you guys for watching again. I really appreciate it. Sorry, this kind of just mumbled on. I'm really tired. Just got back from LA, and I want to get this video out. Watch the Bears game. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm definitely gonna post more videos this week. I move into college here in a few days, so might not be my regular uploads, but hopefully I'll get back onto it, and I'll let you guys know of all the sports card stuff I'm doing, and once my PSA cards are moving in the submission. So thank you guys for watching, and have a good rest of your day.